Hello everyone, welcome to this week's update video. This week I'm joined by Čestmir.
Hey guys.
He's going to talk to us a little bit about the new contextual GUI we've been building. So Čestmir, what can you tell us about the new GUI?
Well, it's a new GUI design that we've been working on for the several weeks, and it will be a new contextual GUI that appears when you go to a block and open the blocks menu or when you want to respawn.
I see. So what is the contextual GUI?
Well, as the name suggests, it's a GUI that appears in some context. So as I said previously, when you interact with a block or with some other gameplay logic entity. And basically a context is composed of several data sources that allow you to modify the in-game data with your GUI, and those data sources are currently defined in the code. Then in the GUI you have several controllers. The way the GUI looks like is it's actually a stack of these controllers, and each of these controllers defines several GUI elements, so buttons, list boxes, etc. And using these GUI elements, you can then modify data in those data sources, and this is defined by those controllers.
I see. Well, let's show a little bit about the contextual GUI. What can you tell us about the ideas and principles behind the GUI?
Well, I guess you mean the design. So when we were thinking about the design of the GUI, we actually wanted to make it more simple than it was before. Because if you look at the Space Engineer's GUI, it can be quite overwhelming at certain points. There's a lot of text, it has a lot of tabs, a lot of things that you can do there. So we actually wanted to make this a little bit different in Medieval and only have that information that you really need for that specific context for that specific task that you are doing in the menu. And also we don't want too many texts there. So right now we have only icons, and those icons should also be consistent throughout the whole game. So let's say an area will have an icon of a castle. So if at any point in the game in the GUIs you see a castle, you will immediately connect this information and you will know that it means a castle or an area.
Right. So what will this mean for the player experience?
All in all, the player experience using the new GUIs should be more streamlined. It should be more intuitive, and also an important thing is that the GUI doesn't take up the whole screen, but it's only in the middle of the screen. So it also adds up to the immersion in the world. So when you open the GUI, it doesn't cover the whole screen, but you can still sort of see what is happening around you in the world.
Now, one of the questions that the people had with Space Engineers was about modding the visuals. So what can we offer them?
As far as the visuals go, we added skins to the GUI, so modders can change completely the way the GUI looks. They can change the background, the colors. They can change the icons of the buttons, of the GUI elements. They can change text there, tooltips, stuff like this. So the general appearance is all moddable now.
Okay, well that sounds really great. I'm glad you could put some information out on the GUIs. And I hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of information about how these GUIs are working, the design ideas behind it, the principles, as well as how they look. And I hope you will also enjoy the next episode of our short story. We'll see you all next week. Goodbye.
Bye bye.